Alright, hello everybody, it is I, Granorite, and here we are with our next playthrough on Pokemon Emerald, which is our third grass team. And as you can see, it's going to be Tropius, Meganium, Venusaur, Exeggcute, and Shiftry. I have to cross them off my list here. So that is the team for this playthrough, which means our final grass-type team is going to be Tangela, Sceptile, Cradily, and Blossom. As we do in this first episode, we're going to look at our Pokemon's level 5 movesets and read some Pokemon biologies about them. So we got Tropius here, has Chlorophyll for its ability, currently knows Gust and Leer. Infuriatingly, Tropius is a slow leveling rate Pokemon, and it's probably going to be the worst on our team. It's just stocky, but it doesn't have a good moveset and stuff. So we're going to be seeing a lot of Tropius, even though we don't like it. Tropius is a large sauropod-like Pokemon with a brown body wrapped in green leaves on its chest and head. It possesses large broad leaves on its back, which it uses for flight and for sugar protection via photosynthesis. This is a very dinosauric grass team, isn't it? Despite being very big and bulky, it is surprisingly maneuverable in the air. It has a long neck with a thin black line around it. It uses its neck for reaching treetops to gorge on its most favored fruit. Since it ate only this kind of fruit continuously, the fruit began to grow around its neck. These yellow banana-like fruits can be picked and consumed by other Pokemon or humans and grow twice a year because of rapid production of sugar in Tropius's leaves. Its feet have toenails the same color as the fruit. In warm areas, there are ranches that range Tropius. In Alola, its fruit is especially sweet compared to those of other regions. It lives in tropical jungles, and the trading card game, Tropius is shown existing before the time fossil Pokemon went extinct. And our Gen 3 Pokedex information for Tropius, Ruby says that the bunches of fruit around Tropius' neck are very popular with children. This Pokemon loves fruit and eats it continuously. Apparently, its love for fruit resulted in its own outgrowth of fruit. Sapphire says children of southern tropics eat as snacks the fruit that grow in bunches around the neck of Tropius. This Pokemon flies by flapping the leaves on its back as if they were wings. And Emerald says it flies by flapping its broad leaves. The bunch of fruit that grows around its neck is deliciously sweet. In the spring, it scatters pollen from its neck. And Fire Red and Leaf Green says it lives in tropical jungles. The bunch of fruit around its neck is delicious. The fruit grows twice a year. That is our information on Tropius. Next, we have Chikorita. Chikorita has Overgrow for its ability. Currently knows Tackle and Growl. Medium slow leveling rate Pokemon. Chikorita is a small pale green quadrupedal Pokemon with dark green buds around its neck. Its head is large in proportion to the rest of its body, and it has big red eyes. Chikorita has 4 short legs with a single nailed toe on each and a stubby tail. On top of its head is a large green leaf that is usually longer than its body. A soothing aroma wafts from the leaf, which can calm battling Pokemon. The leaf is also used to sense the temperature and humidity. Chikorita actively seeks out and enjoys the sun's warmth. As mentioned in Pokemon Sleep, Chikorita uses the leaf to search for the coziest places to sleep in. On occasion, Chikorita can be seen relaxing as it sleeps due to finding a great spot. Chikorita can be found in grasslands. However, due to its status as a first Parker Pokemon, a wild Chikorita is hard to come by and is generally found under the ownership of trainers. It has recently been seen living in the terrarium of the Blueberry Academy. Chikorita has a docile nature. And our Gen 3 Pokedex information for Chikorita. Ruby, Sapphire, and Emerald all say, in battle, Chikorita waves its leaf around to keep the foe at bay. However, a sweet fragrance also wafts from the leaf, calming the battling Pokemon and creating a cozy, friendly atmosphere all around. Fire Red says its pleasantly aromatic leaf has the ability to check the humidity and temperature. And Leaf Green says the sweet aroma gently wafts the leaf on its head. It is docile and loves to soak up the sun's rays. Next, we have Bulbasaur. Also has Overgrow for its ability. Currently knows Tackle and Growl. medium slow leveling rate Pokemon. Bulbasaur is a small quadrupedal amphibian Pokemon that has blue-green skin with darker patches. It has red eyes with white pupils, pointed ear-like structures on top of its head, and a short blunt snout with a wide mouth. Small pointed teeth are visible in the upper jaw when its mouth is open. Each of its thick legs ends with 3 sharp claws. On Bulbasaur's back is a green plant bulb that conceals 2 slender tentacle-like vines, which is grown from a seed planted there at birth. The bulb also provides it with energy through photosynthesis and from the nutrient-rich seeds contained within. First partner Pokemon are raised by breeders to be distributed to new trainers. Having been raised by humans from birth, Bulbasaur is regarded as both a rare and well-behaved Pokemon. It is known to be extremely loyal even after long-term abandonment. Bulbasaur have demonstrated a nurturing instinct towards younger, weaker Pokemon, one individual even using its vines to pick up a crying Pokemon, gently rocking it back and forth through the air while singing a lullaby. Its vines are long and strong enough to allow Bulbasaur to grab tree branches and pull itself up to reach berries. Bulbasaur can survive for days without eating a single morsel. As mentioned in the sleep style decks, Bulbasaur is known to sleep in sunny spots. It is found in grasslands and forests throughout the Kanto region. However, due to Bulbasaur's status as a first partner Pokemon, it is hard to come by in the wild and generally found under the ownership of a trainer. It has been recently seen living in the terrarium of the Blueberry Academy. A Bulbasaur's bulb will flash blue when it's ready to evolve. If it does not want to evolve, it struggles to resist the transformation. Many Bulbasaur gather every year in a hidden garden in Kanto to evolve into Ivysaur in a ceremony led by a Venusaur. And our Gen 3 Pokedex information for Bulbasaur, Ruby, Sapphire, and Emerald all say Bulbasaur can be seen napping in bright sunlight. There is a seed on its back. By soaking up the sun's rays, the seed grows progressively larger. Fire Red says there is a plant seed on its back right from the day this Pokemon is born. The seed grows, seed slowly grows larger. And Leaf Green says a strange seed was planted on its back at birth. The plant sprouts and grows with this Pokemon. Next, we have Exeggcute, who has Chlorophyll for its ability, currently knows Uproar, Barrage, and Hypnosis. We will be keeping Barrage the entire playthrough because it's its signature move, but we're never going to use it because we have Uproar instead. Another slow leveling rate Pokemon. Exeggcute is a Pokemon resembling a group of 6 light pink eggs, usually seen arranged with 5 heads huddled around a 6th. Each head has a slightly different facial expression, but each face has a triangular eyes with tiny black pupils and a small mouth. Each shell has some cracks. One member of the bundle usually has its yellow insides or brain exposed. More numerous cracks are a sign that it is close to evolution. Despite looking like eggs, Exeggcute is actually more closely related to plant seeds. It is believed to carry genes of plants and other species. Exeggcute gather in swarms of 6. The eggs communicate with each other by using a form of telepathy that they can only understand. Should the number of Exeggcute be reduced to less than 6, the remaining Exeggcute will attempt to replace it with a similarly sized Pokemon, as seen in the Pikachu short, Pikachu's Rescue Adventure. It needs 6 Exeggcute in order to stay balanced, or else it becomes nervous and cowardly. Pidgeotto and Crabrawler are its natural predators, which chases off with psychokinesis. Exeggcute inhabits jungles and forests. Exeggcute in the Alola region tend to be heavier than those from elsewhere. This is due to shells being packed full. Exeggcute in its evolved form, Exeggutor, are the only known Pokemon capable of learning the move Barrage. And our Gen 3 Pokedex information, Ruby, Sapphire, and Emerald all say this Pokemon consists of 6 eggs that form a closely knit cluster. The 6 eggs attract each other and spin around. When cracks increasingly appear on the eggs, Exeggcute is close to evolution. Fire Red says even though it appears to be eggs of some sort, it was discovered to be a life form more like plant seeds. Leaf Green says it is often mistaken for eggs. When disturbed, they quickly gather and attack in swarms. And last but not least, we have Seedot, who also has Chlorophyll for its ability, currently knows Bide and Harden. A medium slow leveling rate Pokemon. Seedot is a small brown plant Pokemon that resembles an acorn. A beige mask-like pattern covers its large black eyes, and it has 2 beige feet. It has a gray cap with a short stem on top of its head. The stem is used to hang from tree branches in its forest home. While hanging, this Pokemon absorbs moisture and nutrients from the tree until it becomes too heavy and falls to the ground. The more it drinks, the glossier its body becomes. Additionally, Seedot polishes its self with leaves once a day. If it remains still, it can be mistaken for a nut and startles others by moving suddenly. It also uses this strategy to be taken by bird Pokemon to expand on its habitat. Pidgey is the natural predator of Seedot. And our Gen 3 Pokedex information for Seedot, Ruby says Seedot attaches itself to tree branches using the top of its head. It sucks moisture from the tree while hanging off the branch. The more water it drinks, the glossier this Pokemon's body becomes. Sapphire says Seedot looks exactly like an acorn when it's dangling from a tree branch. It startles other Pokemon by suddenly moving. This Pokemon polishes its body once a day using leaves. Emerald says it hangs off branches and absorbs nutrients. When it's finished eating, its body becomes so heavy that it drops to the ground with a thump. And Fire Red and Leaf Green says if it remains still, it becomes impossible to distinguish from real nuts. It delights in surprising foraging Pidgey. Ba-boom! That is our buddy. We're going to start off with Seedot getting it to level 7. As you can see, it's pretty close already. Actually, let's start off with Exeggcute getting it to level 7. We would like to get Ralts and Seedots for Exeggcute, but those are both pretty rare. If we run into Wurmples, we will take those for now. No. There we go. Guess we could use Barrage like once. And see, that's why we don't use Barrage. Not only does it do like little damage, it's not very accurate. And that's frustrating. Good job, Exeggcute. Alright, we need to go heal. No Puchienas. If we run into a Lotad, we'll probably take it on, because I'm guessing that we'll have Wurmple in that double battle with the Lotad later. Getting it now just saves us from having to get the other two later. But I have to find one first. And it looks like we're just gonna get Wurmples. I'm gonna purposely look for a Lotad. And it looks like Exeggutor Sprite's gonna be really big until it evolves, which will not happen until we get our first Leaf Stone on the way to Winona. Oh, we learned Reflect with Exeggcute. That's nice. Alright, we'll swap Seedot up. Seedot wants special attack and speed. So, Ralts and Zigzagoons. And then we will Bide, and hope that it tackles us while we Bide. Since that's the only way we're dealing damage right now. Unless, and then we can get experience by, I guess, switching it in and out. Get out of here. No. Zigzagoons. Zigzagoons. Yeah, keep hitting me. Thank you. When your only damage output is reliant on the other Pokemon's dealing damage to you, it can be a little annoying. Which is why Wobbuffet's going to be tons of fun when we use it. Yeah, we learned Growth for Seedot, which does absolutely nothing for it right now. We're going to swap Bulbasaur up. Bulbasaur wants special attack and special defense. So, Ralts and Lotads for this boy. Good deal. Come on, you got a Bulbasaur. That learns us Leech Seed. Awesome. Chikorita wants special defense and defense, so we want Lotads and Seedots. It's gonna be our wall Pokemon. Easy enough. And last but not least, Tropius wants HP and attack. So, Wurmples and Puchianas. The one Pokemon we don't want special attack. Oh, I wanted to fight that Puchiana. What am I doing? Ooh, brain. And since it's slow, we're gonna see so much of this Tropius. Grr. Hopefully that just means that we can finish out its EV training early and then just throw it in wherever we want it. Alright. Well, that takes care of getting everyone up to level 7 as we do. So let's make our way over to Rustboro. The biggest danger we have, Exeggcute is so mean to Seedot, covering it up so you don't even know it's there. You're right. There's 6 of us and 1 of you. 6 seeds to 1 seed. How you doing, Krishinamon? What do you think of this team? Gonna be a fun one. I'm glad you're doing well. Our biggest threat is the Talo we're gonna fight right up here. Gotta get past this Talo. This team looks interesting. Yeah, that means so our next grass team, we have 1 grass team left, and that team is gonna be Tangela, Sceptile, Cradily, and Blossom. Gen 1 and Gen 2 starters on the same team, you're right. You get a Tropius. It's a very dinosaur grass team. Dinosaur heavy grass team. We have Tropius and Meganium and Venusaur. Of course, I guess Venusaur, yeah. Amphibious, but it's a dinosaur. Who else do we want speed on? And all the Pokemon have different secondary types too. You're right. And we have 1 neutral grass. I'm gonna, I guess, get a little experience on Bulbasaur against this Zigzagoon. Leech Seed it. You want to hear movesets that I got picked out? I think this team will do well by the end. We're still going to struggle against that Skarmory. So movesets I got picked out. Venusaur is going to have Leech Seed, Razor Leaf, Sludge Bomb, and Sleep Powder. That's what I got picked out there. Exeggutor is going to know Barrage, Psychic, Giga Drain, and Leech Seed. Meganium is going to know Razor Leaf, Reflect, Light Screen, and Toxic, and it's going to be our wall. Shiftry is going to know Extra Sensory, Fake Out, Feint Attack, and Bullet Seed. And Tropius is going to know Magical Leaf, Body Slam, Aerial Ace, and Earthquake. Yep, Barrage the whole playthrough. Come on, Seedot! 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 Boom! If it missed, I was going to shit my pants. One of the worst signature moves. I agree. Alright, let's go heal Seedot so I can use it here in this next fight. Bide! Go Seedot! Hit it in the face! Go Seedot! Put it in its place! Doesn't matter, you can growl me all you want, as long as you hit me when I got the bite up. Go Seedot! Smack it in the face! Come on! Ah, there's 2 tackles. Boom! Can't wait till we get a Bullet Seed. Oh, but I don't know if it could learn Bullet Seed. I think we had to wait till it evolved before we could teach it Bullet Seed. Something stupid like that. Can Seedot learn Bullet Seed? I gotta know this. It can. Excellent. Whew! Was a little worried. Are you clipping something, Crescendobon? You went quiet really quick. Alright, let's let Wally catch his Pokemon. Oh, I gotta throw away some stuff. Reminds me. Let's get rid of these Master Ball and these 2 Lumberries. Since we're not supposed to have those. Let Seedot take on this Exeggcute still. So do you do a Nuzlocke with that Nuzleaf? Are you doing a Nuzleaf lock or a Nuzlocke leaf? Oh, good question. The Nuzleaf lock. Hit me! Thank you. You're not allowed to hit me until after I use Bide. Just looking at the base stats for the team. It's bad. Who wanted defense? Exeggcute wants defense, and Chikorita wants defense. We used the attack. We used the barrage. We did the thing. Oh my god, its animation looks horrible. Why would we ever use Barrage when we know Uproar? Seedot cannot take out this Magikarp because Magikarp can't damage Seedot. So we'll use Bulbasaur. And I'm going to speed through this fight because it's a dumb fight. It's a gimme fight. Alright, Seedot, let's see if you can take out this other Exeggcute. We'll give you Oranberry to help with this one. As I'm sitting there with Seedot using Bide, shouting, "Hit me in the face!" It reminds me of the, I don't know if you played Borderlands 2, but it reminds me of the guy who's standing there, "Shoot me in the face! In the face!" Overall, they get good base stats. Tropius having the low. Yeah, Tropius has the lowest total at 460, and it's a slow leveling rate Pokemon. Dumb. Why does it have to be a slow leveling rate Pokemon? It's not good. Not played any of the Borderlands games, so they're one of my favorites. I like them. Well, it's a slow Pokemon. Its speed is slow. Leveling rate should not be slow. Seedot, bite it up. Hit me in the face, right here. Hit me in the face. Yes. No healing for you. It's also the slowest Pokemon on the team, and it's going to stay that way. More than likely. Base 51 speed. What? Pretty bad. Should be right up there with, like, Meganium, though. I guess the Meganium's got 100, doesn't it? Starter Pokemon usually have pretty good stats. Gust. Base 80 for Meganium. It's a little higher than 51. At least we're not going to have any issue with the first 3 gems. Fourth one might be a little tough. Little birdie told me. Same with Venusaur and Shiftry. Yeah. And we're gonna train Shiftry up so it's a speedy attacker, while Bulbasaur is gonna be more of a tanky attacker. They're the 2 starters and Shiftry. I feel that Shiftry should be faster, being that it's supposed to be a ninja Pokemon. But it's not. But it ain't. Fight me! It's the Grass Ninja, and it's slow. Fight my dinosaur. Not sure how fast plants are supposed to be. I mean, I don't know. Like, some of them grow pretty fast. You get some of those evasive, like, creeping vines, you know? They really... If you ever watch, like, stuff that sends out tendrils to anchor itself, like pumpkins or cucumbers, those spin, like, all day long. Not so fast that you can see it to the naked eye, but pretty fast otherwise. Get out of here. Alright, let's get Chikorita up on the... Oh, this is also not going to be a good fight for this team. Because these, Nincada has no leech life. And all Chikorita knows right now is tackle. Yeah, see, if you're not hitting it, we're gonna be in a bad spot, Chikorita. Seven types that it's weak against. That's quite a few. Well, that's like 2/3 of the types. Good Razor Leaf learn there. We needed that. Alright, let's swap that sucker up there. Chikorita knows this move for the rest of the game. This is its grass move. Just like Seedot's gonna know Bullet Seed for the rest of the game. That is its grass move. Alright, let's swap up Seedot. You're right, Razor Leaf is not that bad of a move to have. You are correct. I agree with that statement. Alright, let's teach Bullet Seed. Seedot needs something besides Bide. Look at it doing damage. Ah, if you would have hit it one more time, we would have just took it down. We would have just took it down, Seedot. Ah, sucks to stop one short all the time. Only base 55 power has increasing. Yep. It's pretty good. Does the and you have to ask? Does the crit bonus go before the? I guess it doesn't matter if it goes before or after the times. My brain like shorted for a second there. I apologize. I was halfway through that sentence and my brain was like, "What are we talking about?" Oh, right. The crit is applied after the stab. Thank you. You understood. Bonish. Shroomish. Base times stab times crit. Sounds about right. Alright, take out that Lotad. The Razor Leaf hits both of them? I guess not. Let's take out the... Oh. And... So Razor Leaf hits both. Uproar chooses a single target. We need to take down the Seedot then. I guess it doesn't matter. Let's just go. Just go. Okay, used by. Now we need it to go down for sure. Pokemon Go. Man, that uproar is really going though, isn't it? Good critical. We're gonna see 2 evolutions tomorrow's episode. No, we're gonna see more than that. When does Seedot evolve? What are you doing? Stop that. Is that like level 14? Something like that? It is. Oh, but it's gonna take so long to get it up levels. Maybe not too long. The bigger problem is just the EVs I wanted to get and finding those Pokemon. We could just let it be down a level. So we get the evolution tomorrow. Or I could try to grind it out really quick. What do I do here? What do I do here, Seedot? You want speed and special attack. Which means I really want to go down here so I can find Ralts. And then fight Zigzagoons as well. We'll see how, let's see how long it takes to get us up a couple levels. It's not bad now, it all depends on how long it takes us to find the Pokemon. Stop that. I guess I could fight something else with it too, like these Wurmples. Because we're not going to want its attack to just be super high, or its speed to be super high. But I really need these Wurmples to hit me. I don't want to be bullet seeding him. Oh my gosh, Wurmple! We're slow! Hit us! Maybe I do just bullet seed him even though it's not good. Excellent. No Poochienas, no Lotads. That's all that's going to show up. I just want to get this evolution on stream. I will shoot those seeds at these Pokemon. Thank you. Thank you for the recommendation. Wouldn't be so bad if Wurmple wasn't resistant to it. And likes to use String Shot. The opponents when you try to use Barrage. It's so bad. It's such a bad move. The fact that it does such low damage and it's got lower accuracy, 85 at base accuracy, horrible move. Would not recommend. Couldn't get the one more shot on that Ralts to take it out, Seedot, really. Give me a Nuzleaf. Still got one more level to go. I could just cheat and use a rare candy. Nah, we need this. Oh, Nature Power is good, though. It's good when it does something. Right now, it's doing Stun Spore. It's good when it does Swift. Come on, one more level. Think that a Grass Psychic Pokemon would not have a weak move as its signature move? You would think. And then you would think wrong. Oh, we have to do 2 playthroughs with Barrage all the way through, too. At least it's got Uproar. At least they were like, this move's so bad, we should just give it another starting move that hits 2 to 5 times. That's better. It might eat up some later turns, but it's better. Where are we at? If I could get one more Wurmple. Alright! We did it! Nuzleaf. Welcome to the team. Gets a pretty good boost to stats, all things considered. So let's take let's read about Nuzleaf to end out the episode. So Nuzleaf is a bipedal plant Pokemon with a single green leaf atop of its head. The leaf is smaller on a female. This Pokemon is mostly brown with a beige mask marking on its face. Its bulky thighs are also beige and have thin striations, and there are what appear to be 2 nipples on its chest. It has thin arms with mitten-like hands. If its long pointed nose is grabbed, Nuzleaf will lose its power. Its nose functions as a sensory nerve. Using the leaf on its head as a flute, Nuzleaf makes music with leaves that create a sense of unease in people. However, it can play comforting melodies. Nuzleaf lives in tropical forests and is skilled at climbing, but it will come out of the forest to frighten people. Nuzleaf uses a similar sound as a grass tune to warn wandering intruders. In Generation 3, Extrasensory was its signature move. In our Gen 3 Pokedex information, Ruby says Nuzleaf live in densely overgrown forests. They occasionally venture out of the forest to startle people. This Pokemon dislikes having its long nose pinched. Sapphire says this Pokemon pulls out the leaf on its head and makes a flute with it. The sound of Nuzleaf's flute strikes fear and uncertainty in the hearts of people lost in the forest. Emerald says a forest-dwelling Pokemon that is skilled at climbing trees. Its long and pointed nose is its weak point, and it loses power if its nose is gripped. And Fire Red and Leaf Green say they live in holes bored in large trees. The sound of Nuzleaf's flute fills listeners with dread. And that is our information on Nuzleaf and where we will end this episode for today. We do hope you all enjoyed the episode, and we will be back tomorrow with more Pokemon. Until then, we will see you next time.